Good morning and welcome to Vatom. We're going to go through the entire process of minting or creating and minting your own NFTs, publishing them on the marketplace, and then creating a gallery to display and to sell your NFTs. So we're going to start here at Vatom.com and go to NFT Studio. You can also go to studio.vatom.com directly. Going to register for the first time, so type in your email and send magic code. If you need to go through the CAPTCHA, go ahead and do that. And enter the code that was sent to your email. Enter your name and continue on. Okay, now that we're in the Vatom NFT Studio here, we can start creating our NFTs. So here we'll start by adjusting our profile here. So in the top right, you can go to your profile, to settings, and you can change your profile picture and other things. So we're going to upgrade to a business account. We can add our picture. Make it full size. You can adjust the placement, the zoom, snap to full height in this case. Change your name. You don't need to do anything with Manage Plan. And to sell things, you'll need to add your banking info. So go ahead and configure your banking info here with our Stripe payments setup. Once you've configured your banking settings, it should say banking info configured here, and you can manage settings and it'll connect you back to the Stripe payments page. You can also add your Ethereum wallet address to be paid in cryptocurrency in Ethereum. So we're going to go back to NFTs here at the top, and we're going to create our first NFT. Vatom NFTs require a couple assets. Requires a wallet icon, a name, a category, a description, and then a main image or a main asset, the number of editions, and a royalty on sale. So we're going to go ahead and create our first NFT. This is going to be a simple image. So we're going to upload the image here in the main design art asset. So we can choose image. Then I'm going to select my image that I'd like to use. We'll go with this orange swirly stuff. And we'll use the smaller file size, that's 836K. Remember, people are going to be viewing these on mobile devices and other things, and we can replace the image at a later time. So you save, and you can see our image here. We're also going to have to upload the same image as an icon. So we can do the same thing. Oops. We'll just drag it directly onto the frame here. We can move it, adjust it, but in this case I'm going to fit to width, so it's edge to edge, and just save that. Now we can name our NFT. I'm going to call this orange swirlies. Swirlies. We're going to describe it. Abstract orange ink blots. This is where you can describe your piece, some comments about the artist, that kind of thing. And then select a category. This can be whichever you feel it fits best in. Currently, these different categories are navigatable in the Vatom wallet, so you can choose whatever you want. This is going to be art. The edition size is how many copies or editions of this NFT are you going to create. If this is a one of one, it's a unique token. You leave this at 1. Only one exists in the world, and that's where it stands. If you create 100, you can distribute 100 editions of this NFT. And the fixed royalty, as we see here, is the defined percentage of the total sale that will be deposited into the creator's account. This only begins to apply on the secondary sale. So you can add a royalty, we'll call it 10%, that after the first sale, if someone buys this on the marketplace from you, you just get the normal purchase price. If they then decide to resell the object, you get a 10% royalty on that resale. So for the life of this object, forever, you are going to return a 10% royalty on any resales. So when we're happy with this, we've named our object, we've added an image, we're going to create 100 of these. We can publish our NFT. You'll get a little pop-up here saying it's publishing, and we'll let you know. And it's gone through. It says your campaign has been published. We're here in our campaign overview. We can see there are 100 available. And we have some other options here. So we can go back and view the design. And if you want to, you can edit the design. You see, you can no longer edit the name, the description, or the category, nor the edition size or the royalty. But what you can edit is the icon image and the main art asset. In this case, I'm going to discard my changes and go back to review. So I'm going to make 2 more NFTs before I get into the new distributions and how to sell on the marketplace. So we're going to go back to NFTs, create a new NFT. And this one is going to be a video. So I'm going to upload the main asset here, switch to video, and I'm going to choose a video that I have over here. We'll use this liquid nitrogen super cloud video. So we can see here in the preview it's a video with music of a giant liquid nitrogen explosion that a couple of my friends did for science and YouTube. So we can see the video is uploading here. Once it's done, it'll show there. You can preview the video, close, and we can see here on the right we have our video. With videos, you also can upload a cover photo that shows when the video first loads, or you can leave this blank to display this frame as the first image. So if I choose a cover photo, we'll take this still, save as frames to the proper aspect ratio. And so now that cover image will show. So we'll also add a wallet icon. I'm going to use that same cover image. And I'm going to resize it. So I'm going to fit to width. Yeah, that's edge to edge. Move it up a little bit. Find something interesting here. Oops, fit to width. Actually, that works. That feels good. Okay. We'll call this liquid nitrogen explosion. This one will be, I think this one will be entertainment. Let's see what else we have. Music, photography, sports. Yeah, we'll call this one entertainment. And this is a liquid nitrogen explosion from Nick Uhas, who's the YouTube creator behind this mess. So again, we're going to create 100 copies of this just because we want to give it away and give other people the opportunity to have this, and we'll create a royalty of 10% in case people resell it. So now we have a video that's ready to go. So I'm going to publish this video, publish NFT, and we'll go through the same process again. You can see our campaign has been published. We see the same screen here, and this one's for liquid nitrogen explosion. I'm going to go back to my NFTs, and I now have 2 NFTs created, orange swirlies and liquid nitrogen explosion. I'm going to do one more, and that's a 3D object. So down here I'm going to upload. I'm going to choose 3D object, and we can see for a 3D model we can upload a GLB or a GLTF file. So I have a couple simple GLBs here of these colorful shapes. So we'll take this shape red.glb. It's a very small low poly model. And with 3D objects, we want everything to be as low poly and lightweight as possible. 3D models can get very heavy and complicated with textures and poly count, and things with Vatom Spaces and AR and the wallet will be very slow to load and to function. So this is a simple object, simple 3D shape with some metallics going on. So we can see it there. I'm going to save it. And we'll need a wallet icon as well. So I've rendered out an image here of our shape that I'm going to replace this with. Shapes, red shape. Great. We'll zoom it in a little bit and move it around so it's closer to edge. We want to fill this space as much as possible. Okay, now that's saved. So we'll call this 3D red shape NFT. We'll make this one a collectible, and we'll call it we'll add a description here. So 3D GLB of a low poly red shape. In the 3D model settings here, there are 2 options. You can modify rules and modify dimensions. Modify dimensions allows you to adjust the size that these things show up in AR and in VR or in spaces. So if your object is showing up very tiny in AR, you can adjust the scale here. So you can make it show twice as big or 3 times as big. You don't want to go too far so it takes up the entire screen and is impossible to view. You can also adjust the height that it displays at. And in virtual reality, in spaces, the same. So you can have it start displaying at 1 times and display higher or lower, etc. The other setting is modify rules. And this object doesn't have any animations attached, but when you have a 3D model that includes animations, you can script certain triggers and certain actions when people click on it or interact with it or do different things. You can have your animation run, or your 3D model run different animations. And we'll link to more information on that in the description. So we're going to set the edition size for this as well to 100, set a royalty of 10%, and that's that. We have an image, 3D model, collectibles, everything looks good. So we'll publish this last NFT. Great. So when I go back to my NFTs here, I have 3 objects. I have the orange swirlies image, the liquid nitrogen explosion video, and the 3D shape NFT. So what I can go ahead and do, now that I have set up my banking info in settings, banking info. So with our orange swirlies selected, we can start to sell them on the marketplace and list them for sale. So you can do that by going here for start selling. You want to make sure your settings are correct and your banking is configured in here. So settings, banking info. But we can go to our orange swirlies here, and down at the bottom is distribution history. So this is how you send or distribute, or however you want to move around your NFTs and get them out to the people. So by creating a new distribution, you can do a number of things. You can distribute them to the marketplace with a price attached. You can create a simple QR code or link for people to access them directly. And this does not include sale. This is a acquiring link, so people will get it for free by accessing the link. You can send them directly to an email, or you can drop them on a map for people to find and pick up in augmented reality. So right now we're going to sell on the marketplace. We're going to list this orange swirlies, and we're going to call this Orange Swirl Marketplace. This distribution name is only for the studio creator. It's never seen anywhere else. We'll accept US dollars. And to sell on ETH, you'll have to add your Ethereum wallet, which is done in the settings. If it includes a physical item attached to the NFT, check this box here. In our case, it is not. I'm going to set the price to $19.99, and this is in US dollars, and I'm going to sell 5 of them. You can see I have 100 available to sell because I created 100 copies or 100 editions of this orange swirlies. So when I press list, you can see down here, Orange Swirl Marketplace, there's a new distribution for 5. And it takes a minute to process, but when I click this, you'll see the marketplace listing here. So I'm going to go ahead, go back, and I'm going to do the same thing for the others. So I'm going to do the liquid nitrogen video. We'll start from here. I'll start selling. Sell on the marketplace. This liquid nitrogen video. To video marketplace. Sell it for $. We'll call it, this one will be $24.99, sure. We'll make 5 of those available. So we can see down here, LN2 Video Marketplace 5, and we'll do the same thing for our red shape NFT. So I'm going to start selling. Sell on the marketplace, choose the shape, red shape marketplace for US dollars. This will be $4.99, and we'll sell 10 of them. Okay, so now we have our 3 NFTs, and we can see on the marketplace that we've published our 3 NFTs. Video, 3D object, and the image. Great, so these NFTs are created. They're on the marketplace for sale. Now let's build a gallery. So we're going to go over here on the right and switch from Studio to Spaces. Vatom Spaces is the Metaverse component of Vatom. So we're going to create our new space by either clicking here or clicking here to add a new space. My NFT gallery. We'll give this space a name and a description. How to build an NFT gallery. You can use any of our templates here. We have a few fun different varieties, different styles, but we're going to go down here and use our prefab NFT gallery. It looks and feels like an art gallery and kind of is the best for showing off NFT art. So we're going to switch the user level to require login. You can do whatever you prefer, allowing everyone, requiring a basic profile, which is a name and an image, I believe, or requiring a full login. Create your space. And now you have your space here called My NFT Gallery. You can choose a handle. Call this NFT Gallery. Let's see. Oh, someone already took that one. So maybe an underscore. There we go. So NFT Gallery. And now this URL, spaces.vatom.com/@NFT_gallery, is our direct link to this space. So we're going to go on in. You can go through the virtual experience setup to set up your headphones, microphone, video, and controls to get the hang of Vatom Spaces. But I prefer W to move forward, ASD to move around, and then using the mouse you can either use the view joystick here, or you can use your right click to wiggle left and right, zoom in and out. And because you're an admin, you can change your view mode up here in the top. If you're not an admin, you can select your view mode here in your profile in the bottom left. In the options menu, you can choose advanced, which gives you a full range of view, full range of motion. Swivel, which is what the default was for this space, where you have left-right controls and then zoom in and out. Or first-person view, where you can right-click to look around and navigate. When you're editing, first-person view does not let you kind of select things properly and edit, so we definitely recommend editing in advanced or swivel view. I'm going to be sticking with advanced. In Spaces, this is where you can also add your personal profile picture. So I can upload my personal avatar image here to replace this VC. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my avatar. My avatar has some transparency to it, so when you see it in Spaces, it goes through the back. So mine is a transparent PNG. But you can do whatever works for you, whatever you like. So we have here our empty gallery. I can rotate all the way around. We have our spaces. And we want to add something to the walls. So we want to add these objects that we created to the gallery so people can come in here, take a look, and maybe buy them. So at the bottom here is your controls. As an editor, you have this top toolbar with the editor menu. The scene and world are your main places to edit the environment and the metaverse space. So in your scene are all the 3D objects and elements that are in this, and then the world settings are how you control the experience. The different view modes, what you're able to do in terms of movement, The rendering style, the environment, the world outside, the skybox, and those kind of things are set up there. For building our gallery, we're going to use this gallery tool in the bottom right here. So you can click and drag your NFT, and then right click to manipulate. So we'll go through that process right now. So we can, if you don't see the gallery plugin here at the bottom, what you're going to have to do is go to plugins here and search for NFT gallery. If you don't have the NFT gallery installed, just go ahead and add and install it. So using our NFT gallery plugin here, we can see in our marketplace we have liquid nitrogen and 3D red shape. Not sure why the orange isn't showing up, but you'll get the idea. So what you can do here is you can drag your NFT directly from the gallery window onto your wall. It'll snap immediately to the wall, and it'll start playing when people walk within a certain distance of it. So what we can do now is we can either open up the editor toolbar and click it to select here, or you can right click and go to properties to do the same thing. To modify the size and move it around, you can use your tools here and select a tool. So we'll do the scale tool, and dragging the white bars at the edge, you can scale it evenly. These ones in the middle will scale only on that dimension. Apple Z to undo, basic changes like that. Grab the one on the edge to make it nice and big. And then I can right click and view my tools here to deselect. So this NFT, if I close my editor here, close my gallery, and click it like a viewer, I can see my NFT is here for sale for 0.02 ETH or $25. If I want to buy it now, I'm taken to the marketplace, or I can buy it with a credit card. The same concept works for images and for 3D objects. Here we go. Oh good, the orange showed up. So the same thing for the orange image. We can either drag it directly onto the wall, any wall we want. If we want to put it over here, we can put it over here. I'm gonna rotate around. And our orange image is here. This is only a reference, so if we want to get rid of this reference of the NFT, we can just delete and delete the object. Be sure to only drop things from the gallery and not from your wallet, because that is a different type of drop and people can take things, or you could delete your NFTs. So in the gallery editor, the other way you can add things is by using the plus symbol. So when you hit the plus, it drops it exactly where you're standing, right on top of your avatar. And when you have an object in the middle of space here, you might want to know how to put it onto the wall. So the way to do that is we use the tool called Place on Wall. So you choose that tool, click on your object, which highlights it here, and then you can click, hold, click on it so it the border needs to show up. So you can click and hold, drag it onto the wall, the floor, or any angle, any edge, any face that your mouse or cursor is over. So we'll put it on this wall, and then we'll right click, tools, scale it up, and then right click, tools, move, and using this yellow square in the middle, we can move it anywhere, right, left, up, and down. The arrows move right and left, up and down. If you go a little bit this way an angle, the blue one brings it away from the wall or back through it. So we want to bring this out. And then using this inner squares, you can move it 2 different axes. So it won't move it away from the wall, but it'll move it up or down along it. So we're going to deselect our tools and close the editor. The last option is the 3D NFT. So this is the 3D shape. And what we can do is, by hitting the plus sign, it drops the 3D object here in the world. So instead of being a simple image, it drops an example of the 3D object and the 3D model. So we can right-click on it, choose Tools, Scale, and make this bigger. Right-click, Tools, None to deselect tools. Close the gallery. And now this shape is also a marketplace listing. So when I click it, I can see it's for sale for $5. So now I have these 3 objects listed for sale in the marketplace. I can send anyone the link spaces.vatom.com/NFT gallery to get started and to come visit and to purchase my NFTs. And I've added them to the gallery here. So that's the entire experience of creating and setting up your NFT gallery. I hope this was helpful, and we're going to be doing a lot more videos like this coming soon in the future, so keep your eye out. Have a great day and happy creating.